Good morning. Hello, welcome back to the pod. How's it going, Hazel?
Sorry, I am paying attention. I was like, oh, my drink. It's over there.
Grab it.
It's
Or
going
other
well.
over there on your desk.
Yeah. I feel like Kristen this morning. I've lived a whole life in the hour before we sat down together, which is not normal. Usually I'm like, oh, we have to podcast in 10 minutes. I better get out of bed.
Which is hilarious. Well, you did text me last night to be like, okay, I have to leave at a certain time. And I was like,
Yeah.
all right, I'll be punctual. So I,
Yeah.
I didn't fuck around this morning. I was like, hey,
Thank
get up,
you.
get showered, get ready, let's go. And
Yeah,
I was here on time. And IT worked today. So this is all a win. So far, a great morning.
that's true.
What did you do before the pod? Because one thing you mentioned, I'm like that should be illegal
You're
at
like,
6
what are
a.m.
you
That's
doing?
crazy.
Well, I did my hair today. You can see on YouTube. And then I cleaned my
Yes.
makeup brushes for the last time. So I have them ready for the competition this weekend. And then I baked some bread.
So it's the baking the bread that got me. I'm like,
Yeah.
that should be straight up illegal for 6 a.m.
But it's just the baking part. Like, so sourdough bread is like a 24-hour process. So I started it yesterday morning, but I'm going to be out of the house like literally all day. Like, and I'm not coming back till 10 p.m. probably. And I'm going to have like this bread rising. So last night I was
Hmm.
like, okay, I guess it's a before sunrise bread day, actually.
Well, at least we'll be waiting for you when you get home.
It smells so good. Oh, I'm bringing it with me. Are you kidding?
Okay, love it. So you have your own sourdough starter?
I do.
Did you make it?
No.
You bought
It
it?
was no, it was a gift from the
Oh,
restaurant I worked at like 2 years ago now.
okay.
Yeah. It has almost died a few times, but it didn't.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this is good.
So
I heard it's a lot of work to
kept it
keep it
going.
alive. Mm.
Like
I was talking to my
there are several days I see it on the counter. I go, I should feed that, and then I don't. And then I'm like, oh, please bubble. Please do something.
My sister was telling me she just got into it and she's like, yeah, I have to do this every day and open it and discard and feed. And I was like,
Yeah.
that is way too much for me. Like, I'm
Yeah.
lucky if I water my house plants. I can't be
Yeah.
held responsible for this.
No, I think you could put it in the fridge to like slow her
Mm-hmm.
down and then, so you don't have to do it every day. But then
Mm-hmm.
that's a whole, like, you got to warm it up first before
When
you
you want to
feed
use
it.
it,
And then, yeah, and
there's,
then you have to, like, excuse me, because I don't feed it every day, I have to, like, really be on it for, like, probably 2 or 3 days to get it a strong enough rise where I can use it for, like, bread and pancakes and stuff.
ooh, pancakes. I didn't know you can use it for pancakes. That's
You
fun.
can make like, sourdough crackers. There's so much stuff you can make. Anything bread related, you could make with sourdough.
Hmm, cool. I don't know if I see sourdough in my future.
I'll make you some sourdough. It's
Okay,
not like,
lovely.
because my counter is shitty, I can't do like the rolling, so I can't make a nice round one. It's in a loaf pan, and it's like somewhere near a
Mm,
focaccia consistency, but I like it.
great. All that matters.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I just need like 4 days
Interesting.
notice before I bring it over. So I can get my sourdough starter up to speed.
That's funny. I love it.
I got a new I got a new Instagram follower in the last few days, but I didn't know
Okay.
who it was. Why do they only follow me and two other people I know? This is weird. But then I
Okay.
figured out who it was, and I was like, oh, wait, they think I'm great at aerials. That's what's happening here. I'll
Ooh.
reframe that real quick for myself. It's like they
Okay.
follow people in the aerial world that are good. Huh.
That's so
And I'm one
cool.
of them.
Yay. Oh my God, fun.
I'm
I love seeing your aerial content.
See, I can't even share that because I can send you a YouTube link from the weekend though.
Yeah.
Can't even share it because the competition can't see my routine.
Yeah. Do you have a lot stocked up though for posting after?
Hours of video of me doing the same 3 minute and 20-second routine over and over and over
It'd
and
be
over.
really cool though to show progression.
Yeah. Yeah. Like if I dug up a video from August or September,
Hmm.
like there was times, like I remember the first time I was able to, what am I doing? Take my hand off in one move. And I was like, I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Oh my
Like,
God.
does this look good? What do we do with the hand now?
Awesome. That's so cool.
Yeah, we're almost off the ride. We're almost done
Yeah, you're
until
ready for a
nationals.
break.
Yeah.
Till nationals.
Yeah, I just want to try some new things.
Yeah.
Keep
You're
it
almost there though. How are you, a week out or less?
5 days.
Amazing.
I know. Next episode. I should be wearing a medal.
Yep. So it's this weekend then. Yeah, that's cool. That's exciting. Well, we're cheering for you at a distance, and we'll be ready to listen, hear all about it next week. Speaking of, we were meeting to plan the podcast. Let's update that. Next recording, we need to hear all about how the competition was. You can give us the full lowdown.
Oh, yeah. Apparently there's so much drama behind stage that you don't see if you're not backstage.
Well, this is what we need. Bring it to the people.
What are the stage moms like? I
Yeah.
haven't adopted stage mom, but I'm an adult. Like the stage, so every kid has to have an adult with them at all times.
Mm-hmm.
So like, it just could get crazy. I've heard some things.
Oh my God.
Like I've heard like the mom going higher, she needs it higher. And the guy, the rigging guy is like, that's as high as it goes. She's like, higher, she needs to jump. Like we're at the max height, ma'am. I'm like, these are children.
Oh my God.
What do you mean she needs to jump?
That's hilarious. All right, want to get into our topic?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so our topic today, hang on, how did we write it in the thing?
It's
the best mistakes
I ever made.
Yeah. And I was like pondering this, and I'm like, and I think you're right, like I went way too deep, because I'm like, every mistake that is like truly what I consider a mistake, I'm like, I can't publicly share that. But then you're like, it's not that deep. And I'm like, okay. So then I was just living life, and then I was like, okay. So ideas started flowing. So I'm curious what direction you took it, because I made a list of a few different things, but
here's the thing. I don't consider a lot of the things I've done a mistake. Other people,
and that's exactly it.
Other people will 100%. Say it was a mistake to get married. Well, fuck you. Why don't you tell me before? Shut the fuck up.
Well, okay? That's the thing.
You let me do it.
I think that's why it was so hard.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's not a mistake. Yeah, leaving a relationship, having a divorce, leaving a job, like none of those, like starting it was not the mistake at all, and leaving it was also not a mistake. You know what I mean? It's just like, that's life. That's literally life.
I don't know. Some of them, I got 4, but like I said, like not necessarily mistakes.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I have 5. One of them's stupid. They're all kind of funny. But anyways, okay, you start.
Okay. Mistake number 1. I used my student loan to pay the down payment on the house I bought with my ex-husband.
Hazel.
At the time, well, we had money and control issues. I say one of us had money and control issues, right? So that was like the only liquid money we had. And I was like, anyway, was super uncomfortable with it at the time. However, when I exited that relationship and withdrew my equity from the house, I profited a lot of money, if you look at it from that way.
Yeah, so I guess it did work out. How did you pay for school, though, if you used your loan?
I had money.
Oh,
I just got the loan.
You just had money and a loan.
Oh. Yeah, and I'm still currently paying off the loan. Like, there's a little tiny bit left. But, yeah, it was like, leftover student loan money, because I didn't need it, but I still got the loan, just in case.
Okay.
Because my plan, so what I did in university was I got the loans so I could get the grants. But then I was like working so hard while I was in school. I literally, out of university, paid it all back like the first month.
Cool.
Yeah. Was not able to do that after college the second time around for post-secondary, but soon it'll be gone off my plate, like this year.
Oh my God, I was not expecting that from you.
Happened. Yeah, it was a really
little rebel.
Really interesting time in my life.
That's fair.
I also had some money, since I've been working, I've had like $3,000 to $4,000 just like sitting there in case anything ever happened, and I just needed money. And it drove my ex-husband so crazy that I refused to spend it on anything. Refused.
What? Why would it drive him crazy? That's so responsible. That's exactly what you need to do.
I don't know. I was a saver. He was not. It was like this whole thing. We have a whole episode about our dysfunctional finances.
Maybe we should. I love talking money.
But it'll just be me going like, he did this and I did that. You'd be like, oh, he did what? That whole thing for an hour. That's what it would be.
Okay, so my first mistake, it seems so stupid compared to that, but how long I've been putting conditioner on my roots of my hair when I wash my hair. Honestly. Okay, so here's the thing. So way back when, I used to have hair extensions, like the tape-in ones. So you couldn't put conditioner on your roots because that's how the extensions could slide out, essentially. Okay. So I never did that. And then after I didn't have extensions anymore, I just went to conditioning my whole head up until like probably about a month ago, maybe a bit more. So I was talking to my sister-in-law about it, and she's like, "Oh my God, you put conditioner on your roots?" And I'm like, "Yeah, isn't that what everyone's doing? You shampoo your whole head and then you condition your whole head." And she's like, "No." And I'm like, "Oh my God." So anyways, I haven't been doing it now for say a month, and I can't believe my hair is not greasy. Like I literally wash my hair like once, twice a week, and it's so soft and luscious. And I'm like, it changed so much. I couldn't believe it.
So you didn't know that, but you give me a hard time about my 2-in-1 shampoo?
Yeah, but that's so
No, it's not. How is that the best mistake? Just that you don't do it now?
well, the mistake was not
You
doing
know
it.
what
I've
not to
now
do?
learned
Okay.
from it.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm lazy and I just like slosh it all around, but like I feel like you expect that from me, to be honest.
Well, how do you separate it with a 2-in-1? You need to
No,
shampoo
no,
your
no,
roots,
no,
right?
no. I'm out of 2-in-1 now. Now I'm using two products and I hate it.
Okay. Do you?
Hmm?
You hate it?
I hate it.
That's so funny. That's actually hilarious. Like, I
It's
can't
another
even.
step.
Well, like, I got a system. It's like, as soon as I get in the shower, I shampoo my hair, I wash it out, I put the conditioner on, and then while I'm doing all the other activities in the shower, the
Yeah.
conditioner's sitting on my hair.
Yeah.
And then the final step is just to rinse it off.
Yeah.
It doesn't even feel like an extra step.
You gotta remember to rinse it off. That's a struggle sometimes.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness,
Or you
no.
don't
I'm
get it
like,
all, and then it's like super gross, like back here at the back of your neck.
oh no, like, I probably over rinse it because like it's hard for me to get out of the shower. I'm like standing there, I'm like, oh, this feels so good, and then I either keep turning it up hotter, or sometimes I'll turn it down cold, and I'll see how
Mm.
cold I can get before I get out.
But
Sounds like we have very different shower
in the
experiences.
sauna, in my future, I'll be like, how long could I stay in here today? I just want to be warm. I just want
Oh,
to, like,
I miss the
standing in
sauna.
the
My
shower doesn't
gym
do it. But
mornings.
I don't know how or when the sauna's coming into my life, but I'm making it happen.
But it is, yeah, 100%.
If I see a sauna on the side of the road with a for sale sign,
You're getting it. How are you gonna put it in the Hulk? It's not gonna fit. You call up Doug.
I will drive to a U-Haul and get a van.
Yeah,
There's no U-Haul near me, but I'll figure it out. I don't know.
you'll figure it out.
Yeah. There's tons of dudes around here with trucks. We need to trade
This is true.
cars. Gotta go.
Yep, yep.
Okay. Best mistake I ever made, number 2. Rebounding after being separated.
Okay.
Because I learned a lot about myself because this man looked at me and he said, first of all, he was short. That's what makes this extra funny. He said, your standards are really high. I suggest you lower those. No one's ever going to reach them. And that was like one of the first times I was like, no, disagree. All I was asking to do was like go out on a date, like out of the apartment.
Such a red flag if I ever heard one.
He was like, I really like that you like to come over and watch me play video games. And I was like, what is the impression I have given this person?
You're like, actually,
How did I get here?
Yeah, straight up. So classic though, like thinking back to, I don't know, like high school.
Yeah.
That's what that reminds me of.
Yeah.
Yeah, going to a boy's house, playing video games, and you're just chilling. God.
I never played a video game.
Man.
All I did was
Oh
watch.
no. Yeah.
And I don't know. At the time, I did not think it was a rebound, but now I'm like, I was not in any mental state to make a decision, first of all. And he was just like a milder version of my ex-husband, to be honest.
Yeah, you probably had a type. You had a break.
Well,
break
not a
the
type,
cycle.
but like a certain thing was familiar, right?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And that doesn't start with my ex-husband. Actually started with my fucking parents. Like that toxicity, grossness. Like that's just what I thought was normal. Turns out I was wrong. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's interesting because I was talking to somebody about
We could do a
something
whole
a bit
episode
different.
about that guy too, actually.
Really?
Yeah, put it on the list.
How do we even explain it? Hazel's rebound?
Yeah, we just put that. I'll know what it is.
Okay. But I was talking to somebody
There
recently
is
about
drama.
we love a little drama.
Yeah. I got updates. I got it all. I could do some sleuthing in between now and then.
Do it. Okay. It's the hard hitting news.
We're getting back to our roots. Okay, back to the ho-ho-no roots.
That's so true. Literally, when are you gonna go on a date? Maybe after this competition?
Here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm thinking. Circus husband. That would be fun.
Okay. That would be interesting.
How do I find
That would
him?
be
I don't
very
know.
interesting.
I got to do
I don't know.
more circus workshops.
Hmm.
Yeah. Sorry, Spartan boyfriend, you're out. Circus boyfriend could be in.
Yeah. I don't know very many circus men, but I'm
Neither
making
do
a lot of assumptions in my head of what they are like, and I'm like, I don't know if that's really what you're looking for, but hey, I mean, if you've never dated them, we don't know yet.
Listen, do you want a good story or not, Kristen? Okay.
This is true for the story. I mean, I'm like
Yeah.
in it though. I'm like, no, Hazel, I don't know if that's where husband number two is, but maybe.
We'll
But
see.
maybe.
I don't know. Standards are too high. No, you're just short.
Okay. So, before I share this story,
Hmm.
I need to preface it that it happened like over 10 years ago, maybe closer to 15. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and I don't know why it's like the best mistake. It's a mistake because technically it's illegal. And that's why I had to preface it that that it happened so long ago.
And it's alleged. It might not have happened.
Allegedly, this happened.
Yeah.
Exactly. And really, it's just a good story now. It's not that like I didn't learn anything from it. It didn't turn into anything else. It's literally just a hilarious story that's like a cute little quirk in my personality that someone would not probably expect and great to tell. Surprise people. So allegedly, back when a long time ago, I was snowmobiling with a friend and there's like cop snowmobiles.
Yeah. I've seen him.
Okay. So we were driving through town and then you like they had kind of like a ride check like in your
Yeah.
car, but it was on snowmobiles.
Yeah.
And it was right before you like take so classic, right? They're in a great spot, you take a turn and then it's like, "Oh fuck." And then you see
I live
them
in the country.
and they
I've seen
were
this now. Yes.
yeah. So and
Yeah.
it was like
They have a
right
trailer
before
so they can take your sleds away.
oh, everything. Like they're
Yes.
like yeah, like facing each direction, the whole thing.
Yep.
So they were right before this bridge, like a train bridge that went over water. So we like pull up and the I was on the back, the person that was driving didn't have a snowmobile license or a driver's license, insurance, trail pass, none of the things that you should need to be doing what we were doing, okay? So I'm on the back and then so we just like pull up, slow down, and they're like waving their flashlight. As soon as they got out of the way, he just like pinned it and we went flying over the bridge and the cops chased us and we went like across the trail went on the lake. We went across the lake into a bay, back onto the trail like a couple times because we were like going so fast, turning like we were like up on the side. I thought we could flip and we got in a full on fucking cop chase allegedly. Like, so we went from the bridge across the beach, across the water, into a bay, back on the trail, up a field, and then was able to dip off and get to their house. And we
And never snowmobile again.
never got caught or anything. It was quite exhilarating, and I still snowmobile to this day. But I have all the things now. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So, anyways, that was best mistake because it's hilarious doing something allegedly wrong. And now it's just a funny story to be like, yeah, I got in a cop chase and we got away.
I
I
did
mean, was
not
I
expect
really
that
doing
from you.
anything wrong?
No.
I was
Were
on the
you even
back.
making the decision? No. You were just along for the
No,
ride.
I was an honest bystander.
That's wild. I might not be friends with that person after that.
Well, there's a whole other lore that goes
I'm
along
sure there
behind it.
is. I'm sure there is, and you can tell me later.
Yeah, maybe more of an off the pod situation, but
I'd be so pissed if someone I put me in danger. Other people don't put me in danger. Okay, I can make
so
my own risky decisions.
I will say they were doing something for me. Like I was more the reason why we were out there.
Fair.
So we'll just caveat with that and leave it there.
Yeah. Okay. I don't necessarily think this is a mistake,
Okay.
but like, so that time in my life where I quit my job at the flower store and just left the Ottawa Valley with no plan.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny because a lot of people can have a perception of like, oh my God, why are you doing this? Like it was the same when I
They're like,
moved away
what
too.
is what? Like, how did I convince my new landlords to let me sign a lease? Don't know, but I did. Actually, it's because I had all that money in the bank from my equity in the house. That's probably what did it for them. They were because they asked me to send like screenshots of all my bank accounts.
Wow.
And I was like, weird. And my real estate agent was like, weird, but are you comfortable doing it? And I was like, okay. And they must have just saw like a few zeros. And they're like, Okay, she cool.
Yeah. It's funny because the rental market has totally changed now. Whereas, like, that seems like something totally plausible then, that they're like, just show me you have money in your account. Like, no
Yeah.
problem, here's your
Well, and
lease.
because I was
Whereas,
like,
like,
I was like, I'm self-employed. It's fine. I don't have a T4 to show you. And they were like,
yeah,
okay. Like they did say
yeah.
they were like, we Googled you. We found your business. So like that was cool. They were like, your Instagram looks fun. I was like, I don't know how I feel about my landlords following me on Instagram. Like I just see me do a lot of handstands. They'll know how those foot
Built,
marks got on the wall.
yep, built you some street cred. They knew what they were getting into and they
It's
signed this
That's
lease with
true.
you also.
They knew what was going on. So it was like a huge leap of faith, and like I want to say triggered my mental health problems, like things that I now am mostly fine with, but like in that, like I didn't know I had PTSD until I moved.
Yeah, well, because
Yeah.
until you're out of it, you don't really
Right.
know
Like I
you're
had
in
to
it, probably.
physically be out. I had to physically move to a new environment to be like, oh, wait, I'm all discombobulated. Oh, wait, what is happening? Why can't I stop crying? Why can't I breathe?
Yeah.
Why, like what is happening? So, like, that was like hard. And what, like, I could have just stayed unemployed where I live. Right. But I was able to make enough money to keep myself afloat. And
Hmm.
I was able to have the like space and flexibility in my schedule to go to Bali for like 4 weeks.
Ooh, well, that's cool.
Yeah. So, which was like a real good time. Most of it. I was pretty sick, but
Hit the reset button though.
in so many ways. There's like a
It's what?
Bali belly. It's like when you have like gastro in Bali. I think that's
Oh, okay.
like it's a thing that no one wants. Trust me, no one wants it. So I was just like really, 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 really sick.
Is it just from eating and drinking there?
I think like the water. Yeah. So on one hand,
Interesting.
could have been like mistakey, but afforded me a lot of positive things.
Yeah. Well, yeah, taking those risks, totally worth it. It's just like the thing is, I don't know, if you want to do something, just like do it. Like, what's the worst that can happen? Worst case, you backpedal and you move back. Like, you want to move to a new city. Worst case, you hate it, you move back. It's not a big deal. Who cares?
I don't even, but now I don't even like going back to the valley now.
Hmm.
Like
Well,
like
that's
I'm like
that's
there's so many
the thing.
people I don't want to run into. I just don't want to
Yeah.
deal with it. Yeah. So I
Yeah.
like sneak in and sneak out when I am there.
I totally know what you mean. So, I don't know. Is this a mistake? It's more, okay, this isn't really, the mistake is not doing it for so long, but the mistake is not getting weekly massages because it's been like life changing. So I was like, we talked about on an earlier episode how I
Yeah.
hurt my back with like all the things. So since then, I've just been doing a
Hurt
weekly
your back.
massage.
Like threw out a rib or something.
Yeah, I dislocated a rib. I mean,
Yeah.
no big deal. So I've been doing these weekly massages and they're so good. Like it's so crazy that it's such a good balance of pain and pleasure while I'm there because I'm so used to, and I think I said this before, so I apologize, but like anybody who has benefits and aren't using them, like go book your massage right now, okay? It's because like I'm so used to going to like the spa and it's just a relaxation and it's like a one and done and you go like once maybe twice a year and it's just not a, like who cares, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But like actually going consistently, she's able to like actually progress certain things. So like we've been only really working on my back, and then last time I was like, oh, my hips are tight and one of my sciatic because I've been running around like a mad woman around here. And I can't believe like that day and the next day I am so sore. I feel like I have done the biggest, most intense workout of my entire life.
Yep.
Go to bed with a heating pad, but then
Yep.
after that I'm like, oh my god, that pain I had is gone. Like it's so nice. I just like can't even. And I have a massage today over lunch and I'm really excited about it. I've been looking forward to it for days.
Massages are wonderful.
So good.
That's so funny. Your mistake was not doing it for your whole entire life.
Literally, just like how long have I had benefits? Like so long. And like, sure, I've used it, but like, again, once or twice a year, probably not like something
But here's the
consistently.
thing. So, like, even if you don't have benefits, could you get your nails done less to take care of your body more? Like, this is where
Mm-hmm.
I used to get my nails done all the time. And then I came down to, like, can I have this CrossFit gym membership or get my nails done? And I chose CrossFit.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. Because I mean, they're not, in the grand scheme of things, they're not that expensive. Like some people get their hair
No,
done
you
every
can do
month,
like 30-minute massage.
eyelashes,
Yeah.
nails. Yeah. So, and the other thing too is there are, well, actually, no, I probably wouldn't recommend it, but I was gonna say there are like other spas. Like I know this really nice spa, but they're not registered, like the RMT. They're
Yeah.
not the registered massage therapist. They
Mhm.
still they do such a good job, but I'm like, I don't necessarily want to recommend you to
Okay.
go to somebody
Here's a massage
unregistered.
hack. I got a massage
But
hack.
okay,
Okay, at Algonquin College, they have a massage program, and the students need
yes,
like hands-on experience. So you can go to like the student massages
there you
for like
go.
$40 if you live in the city.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of colleges have that then.
Hmm.
Don't they have the same with like dental programs and different things too? Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. If you can figure out how to access it. I've never tried, but yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Mhm.
that's a good life hack.
My last mistake was adopting a cat named Kiki.
What's a cute name?
She's so cute
Kiki.
and so sweet,
Yeah.
and I was so allergic to her.
And you learned about those allergies when she moved in?
Oh my God, did I ever?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what have I done? What have I done? Because I couldn't have a dog because I couldn't walk it because I was in so much pain and I didn't know when I was going to have surgery. So my friend found
Okay.
me, my friend who works in rescue, she was like, okay, I matched you with a cat. She was very dog-like, came to the call of her name, very dog-like in a lot of ways, but I was so
Mm-hmm.
allergic. And like she always wanted to be cuddly and near me, and I had to close the door, then be through the door with her.
Oh my God.
And but I've honestly, and like was it her? Was it like the dander due to her food, due to like all the other things, you know what I mean? Because I've been around other cats and
Yeah.
been fine.
Been fine. True.
But I just like it was so bad. I couldn't do it. But you know what? Now Kiki lives with a friend of mine and they're in
Mm.
madly in love with each other. And her nickname is Kikachu because they love like Pikachu.
Stop.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
Yeah, and she's like the apple of their eye, total princess treatment. Worked out great for little Kiki. Um,
Yeah.
I'm still alone.
You're still what?
I'm still alone. But now I have fostered a dog, and that worked out
Mhm.
better than the cat, but it's still hard.
Well, and who knows? Maybe this year you'll foster fail. You'll get an adopted dog.
Are you going to watch my dog while I go to Thailand?
As long as Chloe likes him, I can.
We'll see. I don't know. It's still like the backyard issue. Like, I wish, see, this window could turn into a door.
Yes. Oh, I know the way you feel so much because I don't think we thought about it when we bought our last house about having
Yeah.
like an actual like back door and the
Yeah.
connection to your backyard. But being at my house now, although I will say I actually don't, I haven't even been on my back deck because of the snow. I haven't even been in my backyard technically, and I use the front, but because I don't have neighbors, it doesn't feel like a front yard the way a
Yes.
traditional front yard feels.
Yeah.
So I actually use the front door more, but I was so dead on with my instincts in moving. Like the connection to the outdoors that I feel here is so crazy. And I knew that I was craving that, but then actually now experiencing it,
Mm-hmm.
like I feel like my moods are so much better. I'm so much more productive and like I just feel like doing stuff. Whereas before sometimes I'd have to force myself. Like my kitchen felt so boxy and so dark that it was like after a long day I was like, "Oh my God, I really don't want to cook dinner. I didn't really want to spend time in there."
Yeah.
And now I just feel like more like motivated. Like we've ate out way less being here. Like we have just as much access if we wanted to. But I just like I don't know. It's just like this like it just like switched. It's so
You just
different.
love
It's so
being
nice.
home more. Yeah. And
Oh
it
yeah, I'm
fits
like a hermit.
like your home now fits the lifestyle you want
Yes,
more than
100%.
your
Yeah,
old
it's
one
so
does,
nice.
which arguably is just like so you like used your life to manifest your house. Now you're using your house to manifest your life again.
Yeah, so true. Well, that's a good way of looking at it.
Yeah.
Did I tell you about all the casualties moving?
Oh,
So,
yeah.
okay.
I saw
Yeah,
them
all
with my
my
own eyes and I
plants.
was like, "Ooh, that's not great."
Yeah, oh my God. So almost every plant that I had died. Almost everyone. So there was a few that I was like, they might make it, but this week I called it on the ones that like I was like, no. So there's still I think there's one that I gave it was a spider snake plant.
Okay. Yeah.
It's looking a little rough right now, but I
Yeah.
gave it a really good trim. We got some nice
Okay.
greenery and I can see some new growth. So I'm like, okay, like it's gonna take her a couple months to like recover. And then
Yeah.
I have, you know, that tree that I have that's like 5 feet tall and had like the little green leaves on it.
Yeah.
Okay, so it lost every single leaf. So I was getting really, really nervous. I was like, okay, I've had this plant. It's a little bit sentimental because the previous house, like at my previous house, the owner there left that for me. I specifically put it in our like request when we put an offer in on the house. Like I was like, I want this plant. And anyways, so I was sad, but now we've officially lost every single leaf. But we have new growth. We have
Oh,
fresh leaves. So I think the tree was like, oh, it's fall, winter's coming, I'm shedding my leaves. And now that it's inside and sunny, it's got new growth. So I'm like, okay, you know what? She's gonna come back bigger and better than ever. And then I was able to justify buying new plants because of the ones that died. So
obviously.
I got the cutest little plants, and one of them has yellow polka dots. It's so cute, and it's got
They are so
already
cute.
like lots of new growth. And I'm like, oh, this is lovely. This is beautiful.
Look at us. Plant ladies.
Literally. All right, I think that's all I have for mistakes. I have two other ones, but they're stupid. They don't really fit. Okay, I think the problem I did too is I made a thing and this was like I just wrote like mistakes I've made, not like
Mhm.
the best mistakes. But I think it's the best. I'm like I didn't really make any real mistakes.
So, okay, I have a mistake that I can't figure out how to make it good.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, so when I closed on this house
Mhm.
and there were still issues that we knew about
Mhm.
that weren't fixed,
Right.
I asked my real estate agent, should we close the deal or should we hold off a day and make them fix these things
Yeah.
before I signed the stuff at the lawyer's office? Will it mess up my entire life? Yes. But could that be a strategy here? Like tell them the deal's off because they haven't fulfilled like what they said they were going to do. And he said, "No, no, we'll close the deal and I'll get it taken care of later." So I did that. I
Mhm.
followed someone else's advice. And I think that was a
Yeah.
huge mistake. I think I should have followed my own gut instinct on that. But I wasn't like, I'm not a real estate professional. So anyway,
Yeah.
I consider that a mistake, but I don't like, I've not been able to reframe it in my mind on how it was actually good.
Not closing the deal, you could
Mhm.
have potentially, well, yeah, you could have potentially lost the house. So, like, would it have been worth it to not get the house? I think, yeah. So I think that's where I would look at it of like, is it a shitty situation? 100%.
Hmm.
Is it going to cost you money now, probably, to get rid of all the shit that they left there? Yeah, but like at the end of the day, it's like, was it still worth it because you got the house? Like, I
Yeah,
I,
okay.
I kind of think yes. The other
Also,
thing
now we get
is
to have wreck it day where we wreck stuff.
this is true. This is true. We love to break shit. Did you do a final walkthrough? And there it was documented that they had stuff still to move out. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's kind of on your realtor.
He doesn't think so.
I know, and that's where it's like not because the thing is the line of communication is between your realtor.
Yeah.
It'd be different if now you had their contact information. Like for instance, moving here, we actually ended up developing a really good relationship with the people moving out of our house. We
Yeah.
bought a lot of stuff from them. We're in a group chat. So like if we would have been in that situation, I think we probably would have just taken on solving it and would have just discussed it with them directly. But the thing is, you don't have you don't have their contact information. Your realtor
No.
is your line of communication,
So,
and like that's where I think they should make sure contractually the other people didn't live up to their end of the bargain.
yeah.
Like
So at the end of the day, my realtor was like, here's what you can do, pay for everything and then send it all to a collection agency.
it just seems like a hassle.
It is. And also, I'm pretty sure the former owner is already dead. Like he was ill.
Really?
Like that's why he sold the house because he was ill.
Yeah.
And then when Bob next door died, like no one could get a hold of him. And I was like, let me check.
Okay.
I think he did.
Yeah, fair.
So
So, I
like
mean, at the end of the day, like, how much do you think it's going to cost you to get this stuff out? Like, is like one trip to the landfill?
no, well, not my local landfill because it's like construction material.
You can't.
You can't bring
You can't bring
construction
it there.
material here. I have to go to like Brock. Anyway,
Oh.
yeah,
Oh,
it's
do
a
you?
whole
Is it
thing.
a transfer station?
You know
Yeah,
what
because
though? Could be
we're
some
yeah.
good community building. Like,
What if
hey
husband number
everyone,
two is there?
free wood, come get it, or I'll burn it.
Hmm. Hmm.
Come smash stuff, and then take a handful to the dumpster.
Yep. I do, depending on how much stuff you have too, I do have a connection to bin
Yes.
if you
Yeah.
have if it's like that much.
Yeah. We'll see. I got the snow drift. Has to melt so I can get in there.
Yeah, it's a spring problem.
Yeah. Also, and the doors are probably done. Like, because the snow is like making them lean away, and we were already leaning away
Yeah.
to start with. It's like a
Hmm.
whole thing. Yeah.
Are you just gonna take away the whole shed at the same time?
I think so. I don't,
Yeah.
what do I, like,
Yeah.
I don't go back and forth, but people, they're like, you should keep it because it's a structure. You need a permit to remake it. I'm like, a permit to remake it is not my biggest
The
problem.
thing is, you're
The
not
fact
gonna
that it's
use it.
falling down and I'm not using it,
Yeah.
I just need the electricity cut off.
Yeah.
But like, keep it out there in case I put an outdoor sauna out there.
Yeah. Because you said there's a slab underneath it, right?
It's cracked, but yes.
So that's, yeah. I mean, that's pretty normal. Yeah. I would say if you're not going to
Amazing.
use it, just get rid of it. And then if you want to build something, who cares? You have to get a permit. Like, even if, let's say you wanted to renovate it into something you can actually use, technically you should
You would
also get a
still need a
permit.
permit.
Yeah.
Right.
So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not very
There's,
permit averse. Okay, here's the thing.
yeah.
There is like a certain demographic of people who is like, permits. What do we need those for? Why would I bother getting a fire permit? Why would I get a dog permit?
Yeah.
You just get the permit, okay? Just get it. It's like $5.
I will admit, those types of permits, I'm just like, I'll risk it. I'll get the ticket if I need to. But when it comes to building permits
Yeah.
or like electrical permits and stuff like that, like yes, that is where you follow the rules. Because the worst thing would be, let's say you build this big beautiful shed, you didn't get a permit, and then you go to sell your house and now it's an issue or something like that. Like no.
Or like your insurance, or something happens, you need an insurance
Yeah,
claim, and then your insurance is like,
100%.
why do you have an illegal building?
Structure. Yeah, not insured. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. There's some things you just have to follow the rules and
Yeah.
play by the game of the system. There is maybe one thing you could consider.
Mhm.
I don't know the full ins and outs, but apparently there's some kind of loophole between a renovation permit and like a new build permit.
Mhm.
So if you keep so much of the existing structure, when you rebuild, it's a reno rather than a new. It
Yeah.
probably just saves you a little bit of money, but realistically, I mean, do you really plan on building a whole new big shed?
What
Probably
am I
not.
building? That's what.
No, literally. You already have a massive garage.
I have a massive garage. I have a massive crawl space, both empty,
Yeah.
except for the
Yeah.
boat in my garage. But once the boat is out, it'll be empty.
Well, and didn't you want to do a backyard like patio? Because that slab back there could be a really nice spot. Like, ooh, marketplace, like gazebo. Like
I
get a
need something out
cover.
there. I
Like,
need a gazebo. I need a solarium. I need something.
yeah, you don't need any permits for that. They're temporary. And you can
Yep.
drill it into the concrete so
Yep.
that it's like, I think that's the way to go. Just get rid of the whole thing.
It's my
And a
house. I'll
perfect
do what I
spot to
want.
put your sauna by there. Yeah. And then if you do decide on a hot tub, I want a hot tub.
Get your own hot tub.
I know I'm going to. You live too far away anyways to make it practical for me to
You're
use
gonna drive
yours.
an hour,
Yeah.
chill in the hot tub.
It's on my list, but we'll see. Maybe next winter. I need some space for it right now.
Well, you
'Cause-
need the snow to melt so you can actually assess like
well,
what we're
and
doing.
I think we'd put it in the garage,
Mm.
like the house garage. But if only you see in the house garage right now.
I saw it
It is
like a
a
month
scary
ago.
place. Yeah, arguably it's more full than when you saw it.
Where did you get this extra stuff?
Well, I don't think our snowmobiles were here then, or
Yeah,
the
they were.
snowblower. Were they? Okay. So, yeah, it's tight. It's very tight. Like the path to get out is like this big. Like at one spot you got to turn sideways and like shimmy out.
Sounds like you
But
need a
in this
workshop. Okay.
we do. But in the spring it'll be a bit better because we do have an entire shed. I don't know why they built it so far from the house, but we have another shed. It's just we can't get to it because of all the snow. And we'd clear the snow to get there, but when we had the Bell 5 line run, it's just sitting on the snow. So what am I gonna do? Put it up in the air just to clear the snow underneath it? I don't know. We're just like, whatever, it's a spring problem. We'll deal with it then. Or do we keep that shed empty and turn that into the hot tub room? There is no hydro out there though.
Currently.
Yeah, true.
How are you going to get water out there? These are all solvable problems.
Well, yeah, I mean, hey, we can run a hose. That's easier than electrical. It's not like you
Extension
need to fill
cord.
it up every day. That would be so ghetto, though. Running an extension cord all the way from the house out there, because it then what you cut the grass and stuff. Like, oh god, that'd be hilarious. No, you need some underground electrical. That is above my pay grade to deal with.
Future goals. It's fine. We'll make it work.
Yeah, for sure. Alrighty, look at how punctual we are. Look at the
It's
time.
true. Look
You
at that.
are ready to head off to the dentist. That's where you said you were going, right?
No, just the city.
Why did I think that? Oh, okay.
I don't know.
I don't know. In my head, you had a dentist appointment, but then I was
No,
like, wait a second, didn't she just go to the dentist
I
recently
did.
and she hates the dentist? That can't
Yeah.
be where she's going. Okay. Alrighty. Well, you have a lovely day in the city. I am not envious. I will be at home. I will be doing a short little drive to a little town and getting my massage, and
Yes.
then I will be home again.
And I'm going to be out and about, hustling and bustling until I'm exhausted. And then I'll
Yes.
probably take a nap in my car to wait for my final appointment. But it's fine.
Okay. We wish you the best of luck, and I hope you sleep like a baby tonight after a busy day.
Me too. Thank you.
Thanks for joining us, guys. Have a great week. We'll see you again next week.
Bye. That's the pod.
Oh my god, I didn't even say it.
No,
That's the pod!